this is what Iskcon has become. The first illusion was this bogus appointment interpretation, and then this voting. This nonsense voting is another way they kept their monopoly. Because the origin, in 1986, when they had this big reform, I was told by one of the people that was in the 50-man committee that there was a threat from people like Harry Kish and other people who had a lot of influence and disciples, that if you people push this reform too much, we're just going to take our disciples, form separate societies, and you people can go fish. In other words, they threatened to break up the society. And this was the problem. They had become addicted to all this worship, this power, this money-making and everything, and several of them were just insane. They didn't want to stop their worship. They didn't want to stop their power, but they saw that the whole society was breaking up. And after that, that's when they basically voted back Bhavananda after the homosex scandal. And then it was like they lost so many people because people would say, this is total nonsense. Here is a society, we can't have homosex in Iskcon. And Iskcon allowed this person to sit back on a Vyasasana in Australia and act like a guru because they liked the money. And he was friends with Ambarish, and Ambarish was giving money to Mayapur.
Right.
So there was a lot of corruption and a lot of nonsense things. And then all these other people, like Bir Krishna, Rabinda Swarup, Bhakti Charu, Shivaram, Trivikram, we were all protesting against this appointment idea. So in order to calm those people down, say, okay, now you all can have a license, but the only thing they were not allowed to do was expose the original 11.
Yeah.
Because if they had to go along with the original fabrication, the original hoax, in order to stay in business. And that's why you have all these people. Basically, they're all these new modern gurus, they're all a product of that original cheating system.
Yeah. That guy here, what's his name? I was having a conversation with him via email. What's his name? That Swami in California.
Bir Krishna?
No, not Bir Krishna.
Trivikram?
No, he's Giriraj Swami. He's also one of them.
Giriraj.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
was Tamal's best friend.
Right.
He was Tamal's best friend.
Right. So, yeah, I mean, we new devotees, we don't know all the history about these bogus gurus. If there are no people like yourself here, I mean, we would be very confused. We would be lost because you were there on the field when this was going on.
Well,
so,
these people twice, they had leaders in Iskcon. When people inquired about me, he was living outside of Iskcon, I know he chances. He does the Gayatris, he does the Ekadasis, he's distributing books, he's preaching. They say, oh, no, this guy's the most dangerous man in Iskcon. Kirtananda told that people in Toronto and some other people in 1993 twice. Some people and leaders in Iskcon said that. And on both occasions when people confronted these people, well, we live with this guy, we know him. It's not like he fell from the sky. We know he chants. We know he follows the Ekadasi and everything. He preaches. He distributes books. Says, oh, no, that we know that he does that. We know. And the problem is he knows the whole history of this. Even Kirtananda says, we tried to defeat him in Vrindavan in 1979 and nobody could do it.
right.
Well, it's not that I'm special. I was just telling them that Prabhupada didn't appoint any of you. And this idea of sitting in a big Vyasasana in front of Prabhupada is offensive.
Right.
And the difficulty is Iskcon wants to bury the history, and the more they try to do this, the more it keeps getting dug up.